Today, Ireland, Spain, and Norway announced they will recognize a state of Palestine.
Each of us will now undertake whatever national steps are necessary to give effect to that decision. In the lead up to today's announcement, I've spoken with a number of other leaders and counterparts, and I'm confident that further countries will join us in taking this important step in the coming weeks.
Hamas called the decision an important step, while Israeli Foreign Minister Israel Katz said it is giving a prize to Hamas and Iran. And he recalled Israel's ambassadors to Norway and Ireland. The European countries' announcements came after this week's decision by the International Criminal Court to consider arrest warrants for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Defense Minister Yoav Gallant. On Tuesday, Norway declared if warrants are issued, they will enforce them and arrest Netanyahu and Gallant. On Capitol Hill, a bipartisan group of U.S. senators say they'll take action against the ICC, and the House of Representatives is working on a bill to sanction the court. Netanyahu warned that other democracies will be affected and told ABC the ICC prosecutor is pouring gasoline on the global fires of anti-Semitism.
Because he is attacking the one and only Jewish state and trying to handcuff us, preventing us from exercising responsibly through the laws of war as we obey them and we are subordinate to them. He's saying we're not. He's creating false symmetry, false facts, and he's doing a grave injustice to the international court.
On the battlefield, the White House says it is satisfied with Israel's scaled-down military plan to invade the last major Hamas stronghold of Rafah. The IDF already reportedly controls about 30% of the city and more than half of the strategic Philadelphia corridor. This area contains smuggling tunnels used by Hamas to resupply its ammunition and weapons. Further north, the U.S.-built pier is bringing in aid to Gaza, but most of the aid is being stolen soon after it leaves the pier, and the Pentagon says none of that aid has reached the people in Gaza. On the diplomatic front, a major issue is still what will happen in Gaza after the fighting is over. Netanyahu says the Palestinian Authority will not control Gaza after the war. The Biden administration is pressing Israel to accept a deal normalizing relations with Saudi Arabia in exchange for some form of Palestinian involvement in Gaza after the war. The question for Israel is what would be the cost of normalization with Saudi Arabia? Some report it would include stopping the war in Gaza, the release of the hostages, and a statement by the Israeli government that will create a political horizon for a two-state solution. But Israel remains opposed to creating a Palestinian state, which could become a haven for terrorism. Chris Mitchell, CBN News, Jerusalem.